Listen, I need you to hear me when I say this, because it might sound small on the surface, but it's not small. In fact, it's the kind of thing that says a lot more than you'd expect. So here it is, Stephen King's The Running Man remake just got delayed. Only 1 week. Just 7 days. And I know, at first you might be rolling your eyes like, come on, a 1-week delay? That's nothing. We wait months, even years for movies to come out, so 1 week feels like a sneeze in Hollywood time. But hang with me on this, because what I wanted to talk about tonight is so much deeper than just a date on a release calendar. This 1-week delay is actually a move that carries weight. It means choices, strategy, risk, timing, and it means something for you and me as fans, as people who live and breathe stories. This is not just about a schedule shift. This is about the whole way we connect with stories that shape us, scare us, thrill us, remind us that we're still alive. Now if you haven't been keeping up, let me fill you in real quick. We're talking about The Running Man, based on Stephen King's book from 1982. Back when he wrote it, he predicted a scary kind of future. A world where people literally watched others fight for survival on live TV. A game show where death is entertainment, and big money rides on whether or not you can outlast the hunters. It's raw, it's violent, it's over the top. And yet when you read it, or see the old movie from the 80s with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you get this weird feeling, like, this isn't just science fiction. It's kind of real. Like King was peeking through a telescope into the soul of our culture and saying, yeah, this is where you're headed. Because think about it, we already live in a world where millions of people tune in to watch others humiliate themselves, hurt themselves, expose themselves, all for money and fame. The Running Man wasn't just a story. It was a warning. And now, here we are, in the very year the book was set, 2025, and Hollywood is bringing it back. You can't tell me that's not eerie. The timing, the overlap, it feels like the story is living alongside us. So let me set the stage for you. The remake is being directed by Edgar Wright, yes, the guy behind Baby Driver, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That alone is wild because Edgar Wright doesn't just make movies, he makes experiences. Every cut, every sound, every image is designed to grab you like a pair of hands on your shoulders. And this time, he's bringing Glen Powell into the arena. You've seen him lately in Top Gun, Maverick, and in rom-coms where he's charming and quick with a smile. But imagine that guy being hunted, bleeding, desperate, every step being watched and judged by the whole world. It's a casting that screams tension, because Powell's got that all-American good guy thing and you want to root for him, but Edgar Wright? Oh, he's gonna make you question if anyone truly gets out alive in this story. So yeah, big hype, right? Paramount has been building this up, fans are buzzing, King readers are pumped, action lovers are ready. But then bam, the news drops, the release date is moving. It was supposed to come out November 7th. Now it's coming November 14th. On paper? Small move. Just 1 week. But here's why this matters. November 7th wasn't looking good. Two other heavyweights were dropping that same week: Predator, Badlands, another action-packed IMAX beast, and a film called Die My Love. Competition was fierce, especially for IMAX screens. And here's the thing about IMAX that people outside the bubble don't always get, it's limited and it's exclusive. You don't get 2 or 3 big blockbusters fighting inside IMAX at the same time. Studios negotiate, shuffle, and strategize to secure that priceless window where their movie dominates the giant screen, the premium sound, and the audience's full attention. Because IMAX isn't just watching a movie, it's entering it, drowning in it, being consumed by it. So Paramount looked at the board. They saw that Predator, Badlands was locked for IMAX that week. And they knew if The Running Man tried to compete head-to-head, it would get buried. Nobody wants 2 survival of the fittest movies duking it out in the same cage match. So what did they do? They pulled the move. Shifted The Running Man 1 week later. November 14th. And now guess what? It doesn't have to fight Predator. Instead, it slides right into this sweet 1-week slot where it reigns supreme in IMAX, right before Wicked, for good storms the stage with its musical powerhouse energy. That, my friends, is strategy. It's chess, not checkers. And it gives The Running Man exactly what it needs: time, oxygen, space to burn. Let me break it down. Number 1, 1-week delays don't happen just for fun. Every shift costs money, every shift sends ripple effects down the marketing pipeline. Number 2, this was clearly about giving the film a stage big enough to match its ambition. And number 3, it's so weirdly poetic that a movie about surviving a deadly game show just won itself a better chance at survival off-screen too. Doesn't that hit you? The movie is playing the same game it's about. Outlasting, ducking rivals, carving a space to live another day. That's wild. And let me get real here. Some of you are probably like, come on, it's just business. They always shuffle movies around. Why should we care? And I get that. I really do. But if you've ever been waiting for something like really waiting, counting days, building playlists of trailers, tweeting theories at 2 a.m. then you know what it feels like to suddenly be told, hang on. Wait just one more week. It's like waiting for your birthday your whole childhood, and on the night before, your parents say, actually, it's 8 days later this year. You're like what? I was ready. My heart was set. And suddenly, you're stuck watching the clock run slower. That little delay, even just 7 days, it can feel like the longest week ever. And that's why I think this move is more personal than it looks. Because it's forcing us to sit with something. To sit with our own anticipation. To sit with the way we thrive on hype, the way we chase those next big stories, movies, games, moments. We are always running toward the next big high. And sometimes, the wait itself wakes us up. It makes us realize just how much we care. If you're annoyed by a 1-week delay, congratulations, you're alive, you've got passion, you still give a damn about art and stories in a world that tries to numb you out. That's huge. The crazy thing is, the Running Man remake is dropping in the year Stephen King actually set his book. That coincidence adds so much weight. Like, we are living in that timeline now, seeing his prophecy made flesh on the big screen. And here's where it hits even deeper. King didn't just write scary monsters and blood-soaked nightmares. What made him terrifying was the way he showed us ourselves. He held up a mirror that was cracked and shaking, and he said, this is you. This is your hunger for violence. This is your need to watch others fall just so you feel like you're standing taller. And now, as we walk into theaters in 2025, we're not just watching Glen Powell running through a death maze. We're watching ourselves. We're watching how far we've come or how far we've fallen. And honestly, that's why I think Paramount made the right call. Because this isn't a film meant to be second place, fighting for scraps of audience attention. This is a film that deserves the IMAX spotlight, the giant canvas, the collective gasp of 1,000 people in the dark. It deserves to dominate for that one precious week before Wicked sweeps everyone into song. The Running Man doesn't need competition on its opening weekend. This story is bigger than that. But let me also say this. Delays, no matter how small, mess with us. Because they force us to confront the thing we hate most, waiting. And I want to ask you straight up, why are you afraid to wait? What does waiting stir inside you? Is it fear of missing out? Is it boredom? Is it the pain of realizing you don't control the clock? I think movies, in their weird little way, expose our relationship to time itself. A 1-week delay shocks us not because 7 days matter on the calendar, but because deep down, we don't like being reminded that life itself is short, and rarely in our control. We're all the running man in a way, clock ticking, audience watching, predators chasing, and the finish line always out of reach. And maybe that's why stories like this live forever. Because they're not just entertainment, they're echoes. They remind us of the game we're already playing. The Running Man, both in Stephen King's words and in Edgar Wright's hands, is an anthem of survival. It's about fighting to be seen, to be remembered, to live one more day. And isn't that what we're all doing? Chasing one more view, one more like, one more moment where we're not invisible? I swear, it's eerie how art and reality overlap, and the timing of this release in 2025 feels like lightning striking the same spot twice. So here's where I'm leaving you tonight. A delay isn't a defeat. A delay is a decision. And sometimes, the wait makes the moment stronger. When The Running Man finally hits on November 14th, it won't just walk into IMAX. It will roar. It will claim its space. And if you've been patient enough to hold out that one extra week, the experience will taste that much sweeter. Like drinking cold water after a desert walk. Like kissing someone after a long distance apart. That rush, that reward comes because you endured. And I want us to endure together. This community, right here, right now. We know the power of waiting. We know what it's like to hang on, to hold out, to believe that on the other side of patience, something worth it is waiting. So tell me in the comments, are you riding with me on this? Are you ready to wait one more week, to hold your breath a little longer, to step into that theater knowing you survived the countdown? Smash that like button if you're in it, because I want to know who I'm standing with. Subscribe if you're new here, because this isn't just news, it's a movement. It's us, together, navigating the weird, wild, messed up, awe-inspiring world of stories. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who needs to be reminded that patience pays off. Because The Running Man isn't just a movie, it's a mirror. And when that screen goes dark and the credits roll, the real question is, are you running? Or are you standing still?